Just for the record, I do not own the media on this video or any of the videos pertaining to this topic. Okay, start off by saying Ka Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's pushing this word, this truth, with their sincerity, with their love, inspiration of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah HaKwadash. Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh Shai. Alright? Okay, this is GMS Joplin. We got a quick video, and might go into a two-part, might just be one. We'll see through the spirit, but this is about a Netflix. That's why I started off whenever I show these now, because I've been getting some of these blocked as well. Lots of stuff going on, but I don't know why this keep coming on. I need to go. Anyway, the devil's a liar too, and plus I have nice firewall protection and whatnot. So that's just, I think that's Mozilla or whatever, Chrome. Anyway, Salakia. This lesson is about a video documentary. I remember this as a child. All right, we used to make fun of the name, make fun of the man's name. You know, my mother used to call him Rajneesh or whatever, because someone leaked into their camp and filmed some of the extreme meditation, sensory deprivation, being naked, sex. See, we found no viruses on your PC. I'll be having it just this certain thing, this spam. Anyway, and so basically, they got into a lot of trouble, and you have to watch. You know, if you haven't, brothers haven't seen it, I really recommend the series. The truth behind a lot of it will really might be entertaining at least. Okay, well, some of the main points of this is to kind of put a spotlight about these people, and I won't go all into it. We know that it was a group of people from India's practicing Eastern philosophy. One man in particular named Bagwhan Rajneesh, and that wasn't his name originally, but following a yogi or them, what man call or whatever, you know, he ended up getting followers, and it's very interesting because initially these are a lot of people were so-called business professional, architect, doctors, lawyers, electricians, things, business professionals, because it came forward that they went into Oregon, into the patch of land, and then they set up their commune, as well as many others around the country and the world as well. So anyway, just kind of going through it, I'm going to turn some of the volume down about this their video here. It's called Down the Rabbit Hole. That's entertaining as well. They have a few stories or kind of the spiraling. Sometimes it's spiraling, sometimes it's just telling you the things that happened, and it's the picture is painted bad or good or whatever. But this one in particular is about the Bagwhan Rajneesh, all right? And what I wanted to notify more importantly was some of the things, the way these people, all right, that's why I noted to say that they were business professionals. They were worshiping this man, all right? Now, this man is a brown man from India, has pigment, and I'm not so sure homie wasn't Jake, all right? Got some scriptures. I want to kind of set the tone, all right? And so I'm going to do a little skip through. Here's this man as a young man. Alright, Shadra Yavon or something like that. Alright, young man, and growing his beard out, looking wild. And a lot of these, what they do, they study Kundalini, alright? So they study Kundalini, which is the Eastern philosophy, and also some of the hand in hand. You do the movements, but you also try to decalcify your third eye, your pineal gland, by meditations and whatnot, which lead to a lot of spiritual. Um, they call it awakenings, and we just gonna call it and say you shouldn't mess around with it. All right, there was instructions that they gave not to mess around with it. All right, then Most High say not to. Okay, divinations, sorcery, horoscopes, um, these type of conjuring, and he was getting people set up that were moving from all around the world to be with him. I believe this is back in India. All right, so fast forward. Here he is. He changed his name to the Bagwhan Rajneesh. So anyway, this showing you this part here is basically hand in hand showing you the admiration that they had for this Bagwhan Rajneesh. All right, and how these people here, yeah, they're meditating, they're getting right, spiritually to be with this man. And I'm gonna kind of just spoiler alert to be with this man in a spiritual or intimate way where they could catch a glimpse of him. They had to do these exercises. They had people that were spying, kind of like, go snitch. All right, you may not be dedicated fully, especially when he's putting out, do these exercises, do it naked, be crazy, almost violent, and then be completely still like a zombie. Just some real demonic activity, right? But they have no problem, these people here, of getting into the zone. You know what I mean? The auto zone, where they're gonna be taken for a ride. When they're in a trick bag, because Yahweh Shemi Shai, he controls these so-called spirits and things that they're trying to have into them and move them and whatnot. All right. Outside of an intellectualist paradigm, they would often travel to India to speak with gurus, and among them. All right. Look, he got his foot. On his Edomite woman. On her, right? They love him though. They was like, yeah, put your foot on me. I don't care. This woman has her hands on his feet. Like, yeah, give it a big toe, give it a bunion. Let's get into some scriptures, all right? Because people get all bent out of shape whenever we tell them the scriptures that have to do with that you are going to be worshiping us as we worship Yahweh Shemi Shai, and we'll teach you how to worship the Most High as well. Yahweh Shemi Shai as well is also worshiping his men, all right? But you get out of shape, but here this man in the earth form who really have no properties of Israel prowess other than the fact that he loved women, loved people, making money. They turned into a multi-million-dollar type of situation. And these people still had the unmitigated gall to so-called business professional people that had completed the so-called higher learning around the world or whatnot. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1, the scripture that a lot of brothers are familiar with. This says, for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. All right. Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place in their house, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Yahweh Shemi Shai for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right. It's a wonderful scripture because this chapter 14, and you keep going, it goes on and goes on further. All right. It's very beautiful. It's one that brothers bring out a lot, and it's a one that is very much overlooked within all parts of the world. And with its base of Christianity, scriptures and dogma behind John 3:16. So these people get wiry, right, and quote every scriptures in the Bible except for the ones that have to do with their straightening out and their demise. All right. But yeah, it says the Most High will choose Jacob. Why? Jacob in the scriptures have time and time again been proven. We are in these people in North America and spread all over around the world because of the diaspora to be the most qualified people to literally embody the prophecies that the Most High had put in His Word in Deuteronomy, in Daniel, and Revelation, and whatnot, and we fit those to a T. There's no one yet to fit those. All right. Here's a man here where he is worshipped. All right, and he's a brown skinned man. Now we know a lot of these people in these coolies and people in India, and a lot of places where so-called Japheth, but literally you can see the Israel within a lot of them. So anyway, that's due to the diaspora, and so that's another reason why all these people are just completely flocked to him. Possibly could be a Jake, all right, but that's a very, very strong picture here, and these people are okay with it. Yet and still, the scriptures says in Daniel, the Daniel I want. I'll read it. Is the script is the spirit. Daniel chapter 7 verse 13. I saw the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Verse 14. And there was given him dominion and glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, languages should serve him. His dominion is everlasting. Salakia, his dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. All right, look like a kingdom here, look like a dominion here when you have Esau. Look at this man here, but all different types, and keep on. And I'm gonna keep on going to kind of show more. Now, this video goes back and forth between the conspiracies and things that happen within it, but the worship and admiration and the happiness of the willingness of these people and the joy that they had upon them to be with this man. All right, so it's very, very interesting. Okay, but this is the whole point. The whole point is that these people cannot wrap their head around us ruling in the kingdom. All right, but they can give somebody like this man full carte blanche treatment, carte blanche access to literally be worshipped and adored. All right, you people have that hatred, that enmity spoken about in the scriptures. You most certainly have it. All right, but we got something for you, man. These scriptures coming up.